So I'm usually a pretty big wuss when it comes to horror movies, but I know there's a lot of great films in this genre, so I'm trying to be brave and branch out and watch some of them. So today I'm watching the 1979 film, The Amityville Horror. I did see the 2005 version with Ryan Reynolds when it came out. I haven't watched it since. I only watched it because Ryan Reynolds was in it. It's been, almost 20 years since I watched it. I'm pretty sure it was 2005, somewhere. It was like early 2000s, but I definitely haven't watched it since because I was terrified. And like I said, I was only in it for Ryan Reynolds. I wish I would have watched this one before I had watched the remake. I don't think I knew it was a remake at the time when I watched it when it came out, but I'm very curious now to see the original. I don't know if there's one before this. Let me know in the comments, or if there are other remakes or sequels or anything like that, but that's the only one that I've seen. I love the use of practical effects in horror movies, so I'm hoping there's some of those in this film since it came out, in 1979. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Is James Brolin related to Josh Brolin? I'm already creeped out. The house looks like it has eyes in the background here, and the kid singing creeping me out, man. Okay, yeah, it's based on a book. Yeah, I haven't read the book, so I'm curious to see how close to the book it is. Okay, that's definitely a grim start to things. Okay, the entire family is unalived.
3:15. And that's pretty close. Thanks.
Is this based on a true story or anything like that? Just because they had, the date and the time of, the crime.
You'll see what a beauty this is.
That is a beautiful house. Is it real? Does this house exist in real life? Or did they make it just for the movie? I don't know.
Now, this is an extra room.
Oh, God. Cheese and rice. I'm guessing they don't know about the horrible murders that happened here.
Just one more floor. See anything you like?
Oh, I keep falling for the jump scares with those shotguns. Oh my God.
Honey, $80,000?
Oh, my heart just sank. Oh.
It'll be $800,000.
It would be in today's market. I wish that house was still $80,000. Oh my God, that hurts my heart so much.
The house is worth $120,000 easy.
Oh, it's still so cheap for a house that size. Oh. She's already calculating her commission. Get out of there, lady. The real crime of this movie is that house was $80,000. Nope. No thank you. I know it's a cheap, old, massive house that I'm sure will look beautiful after some repairs, but no, you could not pay me to stay in that house. As soon as they're like, oh, and a bunch of people were murdered here? Yeah. No, thank you. I'll be on my way. It's giving me Candyman flashbacks. What are all these? I know they're not bees, but what are all the flies doing? Oh my God, is that what flies look like up close? Oh my God. Get out of there! What's happening? And the sound, oh my god, that's horrible. Did the house just tell him to get out? Holy snickerdoodles. Just about lost my cookies. Oh my god. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. Yep. I'm already terrified and we're 5 minutes in. Huh. Oh god. Was that from the phone? What just happened?
Probably discover it was a collect call from Japan or someplace when the next bill comes.
Oh, so this pencil sharpener just in the doorway? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why do they always go exploring the creepy basement? Just leave it alone. Just lock it up and never go down there. So creepy. There's this chair moving by itself. Oh my god. I feel like those are the windows that Kathy just closed. Oh, the frickin' something's going on at the boathouse, man. That doll was definitely on the kid's bed when her mom came and tucked her in, and now it's on the chair. How did it get there? Da, 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 da. Why do they have to have a dog? Nothing good's gonna happen to this dog. I've seen too many movies at this point. I know what happens to the dog in the end. I hope I'm wrong. Please let me be wrong. But I just... something always happens to the dog and it breaks my heart. Cheese and crackers. My heart. Oh, come on, black cats get a bad enough rep as it is. Do we have to do this? Honestly. I don't like that they're counting down the days. That's never a good sign. Oh my god, I would not do that with an axe. Cheese and rice.
Damn regimental inspection and we're not ready.
He seems grumpy. Okay.
I'll go check Amy's bathroom.
Oh my god, what nuclear waste is this? Like black tar coming out of the toilet? Ew. Oh, gross!
I can't stay. Forgive me. George, please make her...
Yeah, the house is definitely not happy anytime, you know, a priest or a nun walks in the door, so... something spooky!
You know what? Maybe you should sleep in tomorrow.
He looks like he hasn't slept in days. Like his eyes are so bloodshot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. They did say that the mother was the only one shot in the head when they did that report at the start of the movie. Of course, at the same time, 3:15. Oh my god, that's terrifying. It's like this Groundhog Day nightmare, and with this like red color overlay. Spooky. It's definitely creepy. Like, I'm definitely uncomfortable. There's a lot of scary things happening. What's going on? Did someone like cut their brakes? This guy's gonna lose his... Oh... What's happening? Oh my god! The hood just came up? That's terrifying. Cheese and rice! Just... oh my god. Now these flies are haunting him? Like, what's going on?
Bed early because you've been sick. Now don't smart off to me. I wasn't sick. I just didn't like meatloaf.
This kid. Not this frickin' rocking chair again, man. It's too much. Oh my god, what?
Amy, come to the door.
No, thank you. Nightmare. Nightmare fuel.
Amy, for Christ's sake, open the door. Amy, Amy.
And the lights go out. Oh my god. That's terrifying. Why isn't she doing anything? Oh my god, she's literally making her own hands bleed. Oh my god. What's going on?
Amy! Amy, open the door!
And the music's like so suspenseful and just Amy's checked out, man. There's no one there.
I'll talk to you later, okay?
She knows something's going on at the house, but yeah, how does she tell her? The chandelier was moving on its own, and yeah, she obviously got very, very sick, just like the Father Delaney.
Either that's good enough for you, or you're gonna eat your own goddamn food.
George is feeling spicy today. He looks like hell. His eyes are so red. Yeah, he's not looking good.
Oh my god!
I couldn't get out. The door closed and it locked and I couldn't get out.
I wonder how many babysitters was their worst fear and like quit babysitting after this scene.
Jackie! Why didn't you unlock the door? You heard Jackie knocking?
Jody wouldn't let me.
Who's Jody?
Go on, get out of here! These kids of yours need some goddamn discipline.
Okay, we're stepping over boundaries today.
Here, let me see. Let me go get something for them.
George yelled at me.
Well, you should have opened the door.
Yeah, no kidding, instead of letting her suffer that for hours. We definitely saw him put the money in his pocket, so I don't know how it ended up. I mean, obviously suspicious things are going on, but... Oh, it's not the money, it's like the little thing around it. It's like we definitely saw him put his money in his pocket. George is losing his mind.
And when he was at trial, he testified that he heard voices in the house. He heard voices in the house, and the voices told him to do it.
Oh my god.
Heard the voices too.
Yes.
And I also felt a presence in the house. I'm telling you, there was a presence in that house.
Oh my god, yes.
Countries say the same thing. The voices. The voices told me to do. But I heard them, Father. I heard voices.
He definitely heard like laughing and stuff, yeah.
Pink-cheeked seminarian who doesn't know the difference between the supernatural and a bad clam. I am Now, gentlemen, I have a family in my parish that's at great risk. And they are facing real danger.
Yeah, he's like, I'm trying to help them, but nobody's listening.
The church. Sit down. Sit!
Yeah, he's the only one who knows that there's something going on and is trying to help, and no one's backing him up. This guy really loves chopping wood. Oh my goodness. I'm terrified how frequently he uses that axe, also.
I do. And if I ever catch you again, you're gonna be in big trouble. You girls hear me?
These brothers, oh my gosh.
Listening? Now don't be a smartass. You quit that! Stop teasing me!
That would have scared the crap out of me as a kid. Oh my god, I don't like spiders. Oh, cheese and rice. That's a gusher. Well, hope you enjoyed having all 5 fingers, buddy, because they're gone now. Oh my god. And this music. Yeah, now they can't get the window up. Oh my god.
Isn't that kind of strange that none of the bones are broken in Greg's hand?
Yeah, I thought they were like, he was gonna lose some fingers for sure with the force that thing fell on him.
George, I have to talk to you.
Definitely should have been broken, you know, at the very least. $3.15, man. I would hate to have watched this movie and then gone home and just, you know, randomly woken up at 3:15 just by coincidence. I would have pooped my pants. Oh my god. Those frickin' flies are back. Oh my god. Who knew flies could be so scary? But there's so many of them and they're just like taunting him. Yeah, the fly close-ups are super creepy. Oh my god. Oh, the front door. Oh my god. Of course it's red.
No broken windows.
The dog's onto something, man. They always know. Animals always know.
Somebody broke into my house. They heard me coming, and they took off.
Okay, then who broke the basement door?
Yeah, who's trying to escape from the basement?
Ran out the front door.
I checked all the windows down there, none broken. You think it was faster to break it down than to open it, huh?
George is not in the mood for logic today. I wonder if this police officer, he might have been at that first scene when the first family that lived there was killed, because yeah, he obviously senses there's something going on.
She tells me about the little boy who used to live in my room. He got hurt, and he died.
Is that the little boy from the family?
She says she wants me to live here forever and ever, so we can all play together.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Typically that means the kid becomes unalive because they want them to stay there forever. I would be doing, yeah, I'm like, this is usually the research montage part where they go and figure out the family that lived there before.
Talk to you.
Kathy, listen to what I'm telling you.
And the phone goes static anytime they try and talk to them. Yeah, oh no. And he knows something's going on, obviously.
Father!
And it's only when she talks to him, yeah. He's choking from the phone call? Oh my god. And of course, where did this breeze come from? Get out of there! Run! There's definitely ghosts afoot. Oh man, there's too many bad things have happened in this house. Get out of there!
Jesus, I'm sorry. You look just like that kid. You know, he was sitting right in that seat where you were when he was arrested.
What the hell are you talking about?
What? What? What?
Killed his family. You know the house down by the river? Hey, you're a spitting image.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
So, bring another brew. No offense, huh?
Sitting in the same spot that he got arrested in. Oh my god, I don't like these coincidences.
Okay. Now can we talk?
It's like, now that you're back and you beat me up, we're good.
For the Bible tells me so, little one.
Little kids in horror movies always freak me out, man.
Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me.
Oh my god, she's talking to the ghost! Oh, the chair's moving on its own, yeah.
She went out the window.
Well, I better check and make sure she's not still there, huh?
Jody's not gonna like this. Oh my god. Oh my god. What are those super quick cuts? What were those glowing eyes outside?
That's crazy.
Ketchum House?
You're living on some sort of special ground. Devil worship.
No thank you. No thank you. None of those things.
Anything.
Go home. Get cleaned up.
Don't send him back there. He's just getting things sorted out.
Okay. Let's go home.
I'm surprised he was talking to people about it. Usually he was clearly starting to like be more and more like things were progressing quickly, and usually that's the point where there's no point of no return, but he's talking to his friends about it and got away from the house, so.
Really pulls on you. I gotta see the basement, that's where it's coming from.
Why is it always in the basement? She definitely seems to have a connection to something going on.
They put all the crazy people here, and they left him here to die.
That's horrible. Oh my gosh.
That's where it is.
What the hell are you talking about?
There are people buried here.
Oh my god. They didn't have a chance at all. Oh, he was scratching so much he made his paw bleed. Oh no. Okay, we're getting destructive. She's just breaking down the bricks. Hope they're not structural. Of course, it's got like a red glow behind it. So ominous. Oh my god. I know, let's all get together and dig a hole in our creepy basement and see what we can find. What is this floating head situation? Is that supposed to be... They did say he looked exactly like the guy who went around and unalived his family, so... Is it him, or is it the guy that murdered his family?
It's the passage to hell.
What is she saying? What is happening? What? She's connected to the priest. What's what? What? Well, that's never a good sign. Oh my god, yeah, the ghosts are definitely messing with them now. It's 10 out of 10 haunted. There's no way it's not haunted. Like, the people in the basement, and also the family that was murdered there before. And then it says, like, there was another family if this Jody person was talking about another little boy. Like, what? Nope. When the lights start moving on their own, when the doors start moving, I'm out of there. See you later.
Who enter here? Bless this house.
What? What's happening?
Oh! Oh my god, she's got blisters like the priest did. Oh my god. Oh.
Kathy?
Don't touch me!
Oh, on her face too? And just like that, they're gone. Oh my god, get out of there! I wouldn't have made it 17 minutes. Not even 17 days.
Give them health of mind and body that they may do your will with perfect love.
That can't be good. Oh, the literal church is crumbling.
They may do your will with perfect love.
This guy looks suspicious. What's going on? Oh my god, the angel's face is literally deteriorating.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh my god. Of course, in the middle of his prayer, that's what happens.
What is it, Father?
I can't see.
I was gonna say, is he blind? Oh my gosh. What?
I'm blind.
Oh my god, and it's terrifying that this thing has followed him, like, from the house. You know, it's not letting him go. Like, it's not like, okay, he left the house and now he's okay. It's been with him this whole movie, like, every phone call. Yep. And there's our ominous red glow. Oh my god. Oh, that's so spooky. It's a good horror movie. I would definitely watch this again, like a Halloween, October situation. god, what? Oh my god, George? Oh my god. Oh my god. Cheese and rice. That was terrifying. Holy. Oh, I didn't like that.
So cold in here.
Let's get out of here, huh?
Thank you. Yes, this is the point where you leave. You should have left 19 days ago.
You're the one that wanted a house. This is it, so just shut up.
You bastard.
Oh my god. Oh my god. George. He sure loves this fire.
It's out of my hands.
I don't know why he's lying about being on vacation unless he finally actually did go, but after he became blind. I don't know. Ooh.
I brought you some mail. Would you like me to read it?
And now they're both dressed in black, where before, you know, we had Priest Delaney was dressed all in white.
One here from a former patient. Would you like to hear it?
I don't trust this guy. He's up to no good. Not Father Delaney, this other one.
Could you excuse me, please?
Yeah, this guy knows something's up for sure. He just want to let it on that he's, you know, thinks this guy's involved somehow.
Okay, you all set now?
I'm fine.
Good.
It's crazy how far we've come with technology. These, like, I don't even know what to call them, like the newspaper reel machines that would let you look at old issues of the newspaper. That does look like George. Like a terrifying amount. Oh my god, it looks just like him. What are the chances? George and his best friend, this axe. Lava? What's boiling underneath the floorboards? Oh my god. I do not like that it's literally just called The Last Night. Not like Night 20, just The Last Night. Oh my god, as in there will be no more. Maybe that leaves there. I'll leave. Here's hoping. Get the hell out of there! Get out of there now! George has lost his ever-loving mind. What is that with the red eyes? What was that thing? Oh my god. George is seeing things, and it's not good. Oh my god, the walls are bleeding? Cheese and rice, that's horrible. Oh my god, there hasn't been any blood or gore in this movie so far. I mean, other than the family being shot in the beginning, but we didn't really see, like, anything crazy.
Amy!
Don't come out, kids. Oh my god. Here's Johnny. Oh my god, what is with her face? What was that? Oh. Her face was like so wrinkly, like what just happened?
Okay, I wouldn't hurt you.
Well, the walls are bleeding, so maybe time to pack your crap up and hit the road. On the stairs. Ah. Oh my god. That's not good. That's definitely not. Oh my god. Get out of there. Oh, they're gonna be so slippery. Oh my god, run. God, this is horrible. there! Get out of there now! Oh my god!
Oh, God. Where are the keys?
Of course, the horror movie trope is old as time. Forgets the keys. And you forgot the dog, more importantly. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, yeah, the dog. We know he's going back for the dog. He's gotta. He's like, I'll drive them down the block where they're safe, and then he'll go back for the dog. Oh, I think this might be the end for George. I would also go back for the dog, clearly. Oh my gosh.
Harry! Come on, boy!
Save the precious pup.
Harry, come on!
And of course, he's in the basement. Oh my god! Of course he falls into the— oh my god! Oh, is that blood? Oh my god! She's gotta go back. You'd have to go back and check on him. Come on. Oh my god. The house has him now. Cheese and crackers. Oh my god! Yeah, Harry thinks you're a monster now. Oh my god.
Harry, no!
He's like, help me, buddy, help me.
Harry!
Why are the lights on upstairs? Oh, no, 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 no. Good boy, good boy! Well, now he looks like a monster. Oh my god, that's so gross. Oh, get out of there. Run. And now, of course, the house won't let him leave. Oh, thank God, here he comes. Oh my god. So intense. I was like, what did they forget this time? Oh, my heart. I was not expecting them to make it. Oh, I'm so glad they did. Never go back. Anything that's there you can buy again. Yeah, obviously. Lift the state entirely. Oh my gosh. So that was my first time watching the 1979 horror film, The Amityville Horror. It was definitely spooky, creepy. I would watch it again. It definitely felt like a Halloween, October, you know, rewatch type of movie. So yeah, I don't know that I watch it again right away, but I think I would add it to a list of, you know, potentials for when it comes to, you know, spooky season. But I don't know what this was rated. There wasn't a ton of blood or gore. Obviously, we had the opening scene, you know, sets up with this family being unalived and, you know, the blood coming down the stairs when George falls. I'm assuming that was blood. I don't really know what that was. You know, he falls through the stairs at the end, but that was basically it. And like the body count, no, not including the family at the start, obviously. There was plenty of ghosts already in this house. I'm glad we didn't add to them. But yeah, everybody makes it out alive, even the dog, which I was very happy with because usually the dog is the one that definitely doesn't make it in horror movies. And I always fall in love with the pets in the movie and then end up getting heartbroken because they don't make it. And George going back for the dog to me is like top 10 horror movie moments because he saves the dog and they make it out alive. And it was just, you never see the whole family make it out. Usually, you know, one person doesn't make it I'm putting this at a body count of 0. Again, you can count the family at the start if you want to, but for our main cast that we were following for the majority of the story, they all made it out, which again I think is super rare for a horror movie. And even with George going back, they had an opportunity to, like, okay, they could have, killed off George, or, Amy talking to this ghost Jody, something could have happened there with her, but nope. I feel like Jody was one of the kids who died in the first unaliving, that we saw at the beginning. She was one of the children. They said 4 children passed away, and that their brother had been the one going around killing everybody. And the fact that Jody was talking to, like, another little boy, so there's probably another family that had lived there before that didn't make it out. I think if they would have stayed in that house any longer, it would have ended very badly. And we saw George, take an axe to Kathy, like he had gone full, Shining. The house had possessed him. He was taken over, and he was not in his right mind. And especially, we don't get to see much of George's character at the beginning, but the way he treats Kathy is vastly different, at the end of the movie from the beginning of the movie. And he's, very irritable and grumpy, and we see his, eyes getting red, and, he's been not sleeping, and he's waking up at the same time and cold and, obsessed with the fire, and just kind of going into these trances where he's hyper fixed on things and can't really come back to reality. So I'm definitely glad he was able to pull himself out of it. And it seemed like when that axe hit the ground and missed Kathy, luckily, he kind of had a moment of coming back into himself when he realized, wait, what am I doing? Why am I swinging an axe at, this person that I care about? Like, what's going on? And, thankfully that happened before it was too late, because, yeah, it was a dangerous slope. But very interesting to see George kind of, descend into madness, the longer they stay at the house. And even when they leave the house and they go to the wedding, it looks like he has a fever. He's very pale and, like, sweaty and just not looking good. And everybody keeps telling him how he doesn't look good. And I think that just annoys him more and more. And, punching this guy that he works with and missing stuff at work, and all of these little details, happen over the, I think it was 20 days in the end, or 20 nights, whatever, that they were at the house. And it says they don't go back for their stuff at the end or anything like that. So yeah, I'm very curious if this was based on a true story or anything like that. Let me know in the comments. Just the way they, like, set it up at the beginning as well, and having, like, the police come in, or maybe it's just inspired by something, I don't know. And not a ton of, like, effects, which I don't think you really needed. And it still was super creepy. I mean, the doors opening and closing on their own, and the lights flickering and lights shaking, but all that stuff is still super creepy. You don't have to go over the top and have crazy effects in every scene, or CGI in every scene. Like, they kept it very subtle but still very creepy. And the biggest effect that we had was, like, George's floating head, or we don't know the name of the guy, but the guy that looked exactly like George, floating underneath the basement when they break that wall open. So, and the eyes outside, glowing as well when Amy says, like, oh, Jody just went out the window, she's outside. So, and I realized, it was 1979, but still, I'm so glad they didn't try and make it anything like over the top, and so it would have looked super dated. The blood didn't look super realistic, and even when Kathy had those blisters on her face, if you wanted to pick it apart, you could. They probably didn't look, seamless, but again, I don't care. It didn't take me out of it. It was super creepy, and still obviously wanted to give the effect of that something is going on. And same thing when we see the blisters in the priest's hand. I'm sure it would have looked more realistic if it would have happened, recently, like came out as a newer movie. But again, yeah, I don't really care about that. So I haven't read the book, so you'll let me know if this is accurate to the book, or if there are, I know there's a remake that came out in, like I said, like 2005, I think, something like that. Or if there's sequels or anything like that you think I should watch, let me know in the comments. I still can't get over how crazy this house would have been, at the time for $80,000. And I realize at that time that was expensive, but just it's heartbreaking to think back on it now, knowing how crazy house prices are and everything like that. And the size of the house that they got and everything, it's just, oh, that got me. As an adult, that stuck with me. Oh. I don't feel like they really wrapped up the storyline with this police investigator who had been there, at the first crime scene a year ago, and has now, kind of been, I don't want to say following this house, but knows that obviously George looks just like that guy, and knows the history of the house, and then is, like, following the priest. Like, the last we see of him is he's giving a suspicious eye to that priest. And, Father Delaney has become blind now and is completely like checked out. And I don't know why that other priest lied and said he went on vacation. Like, why is he trying to keep him from Kathy? She was very distraught and obviously wanted to talk to him, but maybe he doesn't want anybody to know that Father Delaney is blind now. I don't know, but yeah, something was off about that guy for sure. But yeah, they didn't really wrap up the police. Like, I don't know what the police would have done anyway. It's not like there was a crime. It's not like they could prove anything. Like, Father Delaney randomly became blind after this prayer in the church, and you can't prove it, saying like, oh yeah, it was these ghosts or these spirits who decided to torment me because I was making this prayer. Like, but I definitely thought this police officer would be more involved, considering he was like just sitting outside their house and watching, for most of the movie basically. So yeah, I don't know if that would be in a sequel or later movies or whatever, but that just kind of seemed unfinished to me. I'm very curious to look up if James Brolin is Josh's Brolin's dad. They definitely looked similar. So yeah, I'm very curious to find out. I think the timeline would have been accurate. I've never seen James Brolin in a movie before, I don't think. And it would make sense, obviously, if his dad was an actor and now Josh Brolin is an actor as well. And it was interesting to see how this ghost, that were possessing this house, it mostly seemed to be Jody, but obviously there was other ghosts. We learned the history of the house and how horrible things have been happening there, basically since day one. And the original house on that land was built by somebody who was, had been accused of being a witch. But to see that affect, each family member, obviously it had affected George the most, but even Kathy was, waking up having these dreams and screaming, in the middle of the night as she's waking up, like they shot her in the head. And we know that's what happened to the previous family that was there. And, she has these visions of George unaliving Amy with an axe, and he was definitely committed to that act. It was definitely reminding me of The Shining, but I don't think The Shining came out till 1980, if I'm remembering correctly. So maybe it was just a coincidence. I don't know. But, taking the axe, obviously the character kind of slowly getting more and more unhinged throughout the movie because of where he is and how that's, affecting him. I also know The Shining is based on a Stephen King novel, but still just, there's definitely some similarities there. I think they did a good job of building suspense, and so many creepy things happened, but it was, long drawn out. And obviously the main, climax of the movie happens at the end, the last 10-15 minutes as Kathy's racing home to, talk to George and get him out of the house, basically, and this huge rainstorm happening just to add more drama and tension to it. And like I said, I'm so glad he went back for the dog, but all the little pieces are there throughout the whole movie, the chandelier moving, the priest, seeing the flies as soon as, that was, 5-10 minutes into the movie, these flies are filling the room and the window, and he can't open it, and he's just feeling violently ill. And obviously this affected his character long after he left the house, which I think is terrifying, because usually in these types of movies, once you leave the house, you start to feel better and you start to come back to reality a little bit. It stuck with him the whole time. He's literally in a church praying, and the ceiling is coming down on him. And at first I thought part of that statue was going to fall and hit him, but no, apparently he's just blind now, which is horrible. Amy obviously was the one who was talking to Jody the most, and they even said that Jody kind of looked like Amy, and I would assume that they would have been around, the same age. We didn't really find out too many details about the kids that had lived there before, but the two little boys were, unaffected, basically. They just saw what happened to everybody, but as far as we know, none of the ghosts tried to interact with them, and it's usually the kids that they try and contact, and it's just so creepy. And having that soundtrack of the the opening song of little kids singing, and the priest hearing laughter coming from one of the rooms upstairs, and at first you're like, oh, okay, the window's open, he must have heard the kids laughing outside coming in through the window, that must be it, but obviously not. And those super close-up shots of the flies were terrifying, just so bizarre. I never needed to know that's what a fly looks like up close. Poor babysitter being locked in the closet and literally hands bleeding trying to get out. She's never going back to that house. I doubt she's ever babysitting again, because that's terrifying. And Amy just sitting on the bed 2 feet away, and even when the babysitter comes out, she's like, why didn't you open the door for me? And her excuse is that Jody wouldn't let her, and saying cryptic messages like, well, Jody doesn't like George, and obviously he was the target for all of this. But yeah, that's a nightmare, being like claustrophobic, trapped in this closet. I mean, it wasn't like a small closet, but still, you just can't get out. Just what a nightmare, being trapped in there, and help is on the other side of the door. They're just refusing to help you. And I mean, obviously the parents came home eventually, but it was hours that she was stuck in there, and traumatizing for sure. And then of course when she tries to show them that, hey, the door wouldn't open, it opens perfectly because the house is, controlling the doors. And even when George is trying to leave at the very end, the door won't let him, and he's just like, forget this, I'm getting out, and breaks a window, even though it's his own house and he would have to fix it. But as we find out, they have no intention of ever going back. They've like left the state entirely, just completely moved. Having, the cross fall upside down, and the toilets overflowing with what I thought was like that black sludge. I'm assuming it was the same stuff they found in the basement, and that literal like hidden wall thing underneath the stairs in the basement. So creepy. And dogs and animals in horror movies are usually, onto something, and the dog was down there scratching so much and trying to tell them, hey, like, there's something here, there's something going on. And the fact that all of these events kept happening at the same time as well, super creepy. Like I said, it's all these little subtle details. And I think what's also scary is that it was someone in the family. I was just gonna say, it's not like someone came running through the house with an axe and killed them, but that's unfortunately what almost happened. And the fact that he changed so much just from being in the house, and that home is where you're supposed to be safe and relax, and it wasn't a stranger is what I should say. It wasn't some outside force that came in and attacked them. It was their own home, attacking them from the inside basically, which is terrifying. And every time Kathy tries to call the priest, it's static on the line, and he like starts choking from being on the phone with her. Like, obviously a very, very powerful thing happening. And yeah, it's just a series of super creepy things, and then culminating at the end for this massive chaotic storm. Overall, I thought it was a good horror movie, super spooky and creepy, and not a ton of blood and gore, which is fine with me. I think they did a good job setting up the scene of everything, being spooky, and this music that sounded very much like Friday the 13th, Psycho, like this repetitive beat music, and it was just so creepy and so well done. So I'm very curious to learn more about it now that I finished watching. But let me know in the comments if you think I should watch the sequels or anything. And thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Sitting in the same spot that he got arrested in. I'm guessing they don't know about the horrible murders that happened here. Oh my god, is that what flies look like up close? Did the house just tell him to get out? Oh, so this pencil sharpener just in the doorway? I know, let's all get together and dig a hole in our creepy basement and see what we can find. The walls are bleeding? Cheese and rice, that's horrible.